Well, it's going to be an amazing start. So we've got 70 boats this year, which is a huge fleet, 750 sailors.
So this race, I'll be honest, it's about beating Fado.
We've been practicing the start, they've been practicing the start. I think it'll be interesting.
Have a dust up with them, I can't wait. Plus Geste is on board there and he was on board here last year, so really looking forward to it.
They sail with the boat since more or less 1 year, and they start the flat part of the learning curve.
It's going to be challenging this year to break the record. There's a big cold front coming off continental USA that's moving through Puerto Rico at the moment.
There's 68 boats who've come to this race from other countries, and some of them have made truly heroic passages to be with us.
We decided to drop the boat in the water in Panama and have a crew to take her from Panama to Antigua, which is 1,100 miles.
Our teasing machine, if they got off in Panama, that is a heck of a trip to get here. It's pretty much all upwind and up current, so they worked very hard to get here.
Yeah, it's an exciting race. A lot of action, a lot of maneuvers. It's more a sprint race. What we saw in pictures from the last years, it's a great race.
We were lucky enough to win last year, which was exciting. You know, we just got all the little bits right, and no, it's one of my favourite races.
I'm an amateur cruiser racer. I've got a job. I sail as much as I can, but I've got to go and pay for it somehow. The rock stars add a lot of glamour, but the really interesting thing is we can beat those guys.
Well, this is going to be the 8th edition. I just love the challenge. I love the fact that Antigua has an entry in the race, and I'm trying to, make that my role as long as I can.
Has been a really interesting first 24 hours in the RORC Caribbean 600. It's been a constant battle with the two Mod 70s. We got a bit left behind at the start, but then on the beat from Saba to St Barth we took a right side of the course and that paid handsomely. But in yacht racing nothing is ever clear. Behind them, Comanche is coming in, had a pretty decent run. She's not looking that flash on the record because the wind is just a little bit too much forward of the beam and was too light earlier on.
So the forecast is for a big righty, and that righty happens right about the time we're up here.
What's been going on? Last night we got to the top of the island, came round Tintin Island as Kelvin calls it, and then round St Barth, and basically we've been on the wind here on port since then.
Guadeloupe. Jeez. Well, we might, once we get closer and get a better handle on what's going on underneath this cloud, you might be able to put your bow down further.
Now the interesting group and the most competitive part of the fleet are the Maxi 72s. Again, close battle, nip and tuck, but it all came down to the very point of St Barth, where all of a sudden Momo, who had been doing so well, got stuck and lost probably half an hour, and Mente managed to make a nice step. So that's why we can now see Mente ahead. Proteus done best out of the whole situation. He's now in second. Then Geste and poor Momo, they're chasing.
Whispering their prayers. There was not 1 minute where we thought we had it in the bag until we crossed the line. So yeah, that's what this sport's all about. So brilliant.
They had found a bit of a better upwind mode than us, so we're going to be looking at our numbers and trying to figure out what they were doing, because that's where they were taking the biggest hits out of us. And but I think towards the end we discovered a few of their tricks.
I think that we were fast upwind and Fedo was fast downwind because they were light and we were heavy. Simple. Life is always simple.
Favourite bit of the course? It's probably the start, to be honest, picking our way through all those boats when you're doing some 25 knots. I can't wait to see the footage. That's going to turn a few heads.
I grew up sailing here in Antigua. It's fantastic to have all the horns blaring as you come in and so many people on the dock. Yeah, it's magical.
Hey, all of it, it's just so many turning marks, it's brilliant. I mean, it's not like any other course out there. You go around, you've got so many different points of sail, so many sail changes, so many features to play with in terms of sort of the meteorology side of things. And then you get back to be here a few hours later and have a beer. We'll be back and we'll do it again, hopefully in a few more months as well.
She's like nothing else. I mean, this boat has got so much power, it's got so much speed. It's incredible how well they've learnt to sail it in the short time that they've actually had a...
It's a really fun racetrack. A little different, I think, to normal this year. Breeze was way more right. So, I mean, the trades weren't settled in as they are. I think tonight they really came in.
So what's coming up next? Well, this race is far from over. The Maxi 72s, they have their biggest obstacle in the race course still to come. Guadeloupe. It's really hot, perfect for sea breezes, but they mix up the breeze, and so you can find yourself with no wind at all. Who knows what will happen.
We set the masthead 0, we were ripping down, coming into Proteus pretty quickly, and the boat started taking a really funny motion. We tacked, kind of sailing along on starboard tack, and just heard, boat went over a wave and we heard a loud ping. And, how do you know?
Clearly, the keel was flapping, basically. And so we had to slow it down, and we weren't sure if we had a sunfish or something. So we put the bow up again, and this time it was worse. And so then it was time to pull the sails down.
Well, it was always going to be intense, this race, and it certainly proved to be the case. It wasn't just Mente, it was Geste and Momo as well. All four of us were battling it out at various times during this race.
We caught a fishing line with two pots. We had it on the keel, so we lost there 40 minutes. And at the end, 40 minutes are in this class a lot. We didn't stop fighting.
It went back to the round the island race, and Spooky gave us a little bit of a cuffing, so we decided we'd try and get even on the start line.
So we had a great race with Tonnerre, and they had an incredible start. We're right out in front at the start, and
from there on, right up till Saba, it was neck and neck.
There was a wind shadow and sails tacking back and forth, and we just got by them, and from then on we were able to stretch away.
We got into Saba first, and they happened to see where we were, and did like smart sailors they are. They sailed around us, and that was kind of the race. We didn't really have an opportunity after that to get back.
First mark rounded, second out of 5 plus 40s.
Oh, hi. My daughter's are gonna be like, hey, look, check it out. People sleeping.
St Barth, St Martin. Geste och Guadeloupe i bakgrunden.
But it's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky.
We had the ambition to win it overall. So to be third overall is a great result.
I guess having the right boat, the right crew, right prep, and we've got pretty good at doing this race, and it's a full-on race, and we weren't winning the whole way around. We gained bits here, but we never really made any big mistakes. It was tack for tack right up to the finish, and unfortunately he beat us by about 2 seconds over the line. 600 miles you were neck and neck.
Well, I am completely exhausted. I've done a lot of offshore racing. I'm not so sure I'm ever fully prepared.
Out of the 3 kites, we blew out the Code Zero last night, and we blew out that A3 today coming down from Barbuda to run. I didn't want the crew to say I didn't try hard.
And we, on the water, we'll give as good as we get, but come, beer time, we're all best of mates, and also should one of us have a breakdown, needs some equipment, we're the first people to help each other.
I mean, the achievement in this race is to finish. Of the 5 races I've done, I've only finished 60% of them, so just getting across that line is very satisfactory.
We got a little bit lucky, we won the day, but at the end of the day though, it's congratulations to all the teams, because it's a great event, and everybody show that not only we have great teams, great sailors, so I'm very happy.
And what we say is that if you do well in class, it's a matter of luck then if you will do well overall. But the fact that someone like TZ Machine got into 3rd place indicates that it's not impossible. We ask them to come, bring their friends, bring their boats, and they are assured of a fantastic welcome by Antigua and its people, and by us, and by their fellow sailors.
Out of nowhere appears this ghost in the night, and we looked up, where'd that come from? Comanche came past just with a whoosh. We could see everything. It was just like one boat length behind the boat.
Whales breaching and volcanoes and everything. It doesn't get any better than that. So we'll be back again. I promise you that.
At 15 knots average with full moon, hot water, can't be better.
Perfect condition for multi-hulls, sunny, windy, little waves. It's paradise. It's just paradise.